I'm going to do the treatment in gloves, but this is a treatment that, depending on what you're doing, if you're not doing anything, if you're not doing any kind of peel or anything, you can do this treatment without gloves. I will incorporate that optional pumpkin enzyme brightening peel, which, by the way, you can get that separately as a booster. So I'm going to put on my gloves. But if you were doing the protocol without the peel booster, you can do this treatment without gloves. So before I begin, so my dog is like asking to come in, so please don't mind the scratching. I'm set up in my home office studio. So if you hear the scratching of my Lila, she's a mini schnauzer. She likes to be with people. So I am just moistening her skin right now. And I'm just using gauze, but you can use cellulose sponges, you can use little, I don't know what they're called, the little towel sponges as well. Okay, so the first step of the treatment, Liza, can't come in. The first step of the treatment, that is our, let me figure out. That's the Purifying milk cleanser that we spoke about. So we're going to do a double cleanse. You need about a nickel size amount, that's about a palm size full. So the first step of the treatment, first we're going to cleanse, to actually cleanse our skin, and then the second cleanse we're going to do to actually infuse the ingredients into the skin. And this is a really, really gentle anti-inflammatory, anti-redness formula. So you're getting the terpenes in here from the tea tree oil. But besides that, you're getting lots of omegas and antioxidants from the organic hemp seed oil in there. So it's a very, very soothing, gentle, anti-aging, milky cleanser. And like I said before, this treatment is very versatile. So you're able to do a very wide range of clients with this treatment. But this isn't for somebody who has like acne as their primary skin concern. I would address that first. And then after I complete this cleanse, I'll do a quick overview as far as what the different actives are doing. And with this treatment, also, you want to make sure you're promoting lymphatic drainage. So this is a wellness treatment. So holistically, we want to promote that wellness as much as possible. Okay. So, a few words. The teacher earlier spoke about philodendron, wild yam, gotu kola, green tea, and blackberries. So in a nutshell, those ingredients, they all have very, very powerful anti-inflammatory action. Philodendron was actually a newer ingredient that I did not have in any previous formulas when we first formulated it, but it's a really, really, really powerful anti-inflammatory active. So, there's a lot of anti-redness soothing action in the treatment. And then the blackberries, they're very high in vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin K. I believe it even has some vitamin D. So you're getting lots and lots of vitamins. And then, of course, the green tea, the polyphenols, and the flavonoids. So lots of really, really good stuff to nourish your skin. And then we're going to do the second cleanse now to actually infuse the ingredients. And this is giving the skin the first dose also of the organic hemp seed oil extract in there as well. And I wanted to mention, I don't remember if I mentioned it during the PowerPoint, but what's really beautiful about this treatment is that you get an initial kind of immediate booster result for the skin, but there's this almost kind of time release anti-inflammatory action. So with CBD, you normally hear anti-inflammatory, anti-redness, but the way that the treatment is created and formulated, the anti-inflammatory, anti-redness action is actually more of that like time-released action in the treatment. And to mention a few words about its kind of booster action, it's very, very interesting because resveratrol was always an ingredient that was known to promote cellular longevity. But as more and more studies continue to surround CBD, which of course there's so much interesting science coming out behind it, and it's still, I think, only the beginning, especially as it continues to be studied more and more even from a medicinal side. But CBD has been shown to be also an agent that promotes cellular longevity, which is really, really cool from an anti-aging standpoint. It's a very functional protocol designed to deliver a result. And again, I don't remember if I mentioned it during the PowerPoint, but for water-soluble CBD, as much it sounds nice, but it can't penetrate on a cellular level. So it's kind of like it looks nice, it sounds nice, but it's not really functional the way that an oil-soluble CBD would be. And also, it's in particular steps that are either left on the skin or worked into the skin. So the isolated CBD is in, I believe, 4 of the steps. The organic hemp seed oil is, I think, in almost every single step of the treatment, with the exception of the cucumber mint, which is clearly a water-soluble formula because there's just no purpose for it there. It would sound nice, but, there's just no purpose for it. It's a waste. Next step of the treatment, by the way, is the holistic microdermabrasion. I keep trying to, okay, there, I think I figured out the angle on that. Okay, the microdermabrasion holistic cream. So this is part of the treatment protocol. It is a really, really, really popular exfoliant for home care as well. Super, super gentle. So every single step in the treatment serves a particular purpose. And it's the synergy of the CBD combined with all the actives. So there is a lot of actives in the treatment, including licorice root, including mulberry extract. Off the top of my head, I'll remember more once we're up to the steps, but those are natural skin lighteners, skin brighteners through their terracinase inhibiting action. Then you also have ingredients like gotu kola and vitamin C, both that work to promote collagen production. And then you have, just a lot of ingredients that serve a particular function, either to brighten or to firm or to or to promote the skin's moisture barrier. Every single intricate aspect of the treatment is designed to do something. I would not do this treatment on somebody with acne. It's a very, very rich, almost kind of, there's certain steps that are, I would say, more occlusive, meaning creating a kind of barrier. So I would not, if somebody has oily, large pore skin acne, I mean, there's so many intricacies. We're not going into like dry skin acne. That's what I suffered with many years. But if we're talking about like the traditional oily skin acne, I would not do this treatment on them. Otherwise, very versatile. And it's super beneficial for clients, even with sensitive skin, or clients that do have eczema. So you would actually see benefits because of that intense anti-inflammatory action. You can steam with this exfoliating step. You don't need to, but the actual scrubbing agent is a combination of EcoScrub, jojoba, and pulverized pumice stone. And even though it's a scrub, it feels very, very gentle because of all of the other conditioning and hydrating agents, and there's a lot of anti-inflammatory actives in there as well. There is organic hemp seed oil in here. Let me see what blackberry spoke about. It's the same thing that was in the Purifying milk cleanser. The horse chestnut, that's a really amazing ingredient for just promoting capillary function. That's part of our anti-redness botanical serum, which is a staple for anybody who has rosacea. So that's an ingredient in there. You're getting calendula, super, super soothing, moringa. So besides for the exfoliating action, lots of kind of soothing anti-redness ingredients at play here. So we're going to remove it with a warm hot towel, but I keep thinking you guys have the protocol, so you will get that protocol, by the way. But I'm also, so you'll see on the protocol, it says optional enzyme brightening peel step. So I'm going to demonstrate it. So for anybody who does want to enhance that peeling brightening action, but this isn't included in the protocol because it's not like a mandatory step. Plus, if you add the steps with the enzyme action, it can feel a little bit tingling and stimulating. Some clients just want relaxation. You're still going to have a beautiful result. But for clients that are very consistent, they're used to doing something a little bit, tingly, this is a great step. So I'm going to demonstrate it with this. This is the pumpkin enzyme brightening peel. I think a lot of you guys are very familiar with it. I would say about a nickel size amount is perfect. So whether we do this step or not, you're going to remove the exfoliant with your warm wet towel, hot towel. So we're just going to apply them on. And the pumpkin enzyme, the enzymes are from the pumpkin. There's also some papaya enzymes in here. You're getting some of the alpha hydroxy acids in there as well for the resurfacing action. And at the same time, there's cinnamon in there. Just lots and lots of good stuff to promote microcirculation. It probably feels tingly for the client as well, like this. And then for anybody who does want to add that on, you would just get that separately. And you'll see her skin get a little bit flushed because it is promoting microcirculation. We'll leave it on for a couple of minutes. So this step I typically remove with like a lukewarm or even cool towel, which always feels nice after the heating action of the enzyme peel. Okay. And it literally is the consistency of like an applesauce. It's like a puree. You could apply this with a brush, but every other, not every other, the mask should be applied with your hands. The energizer can be applied with either a brush or your hands. But anything that has the CBD in there, you want to apply and work into the skin with your hands. Okay, my towel is like super hot, so I'm just gonna wait for it to cool off. Let me see if there was anything else or the discussion here on the products are 100% paraben free. There's no artificial coloring or fragrance in any of the products. Most of the formulas are gluten free, and also most of the formulas are vegan as well, and we are animal cruelty free certified, to give you background on that. So not all of the formulations are intended for oncology. I wouldn't say the whole line. I mean, it's over 100 different formulations. I mean, we celebrated 25 years this past October. We had a lot of time to formulate, but there is a pretty wide selection of treatments available that are oncology safe. We formulated a pretty wide range of our chemical peels, but all of our chemical peels are designer peel formulas, so they are super rich in antioxidants, with the exception of Natpure Jasmine peel. All of the other peels won't cause that kind of snake-like peeling. It's and plus, especially when you balance it with the post-care, you just kind of get that peeling result actually without having any kind of downtime. So I'm applying the Instant Energizer Oxygen Mask, and this one step, where essentially it literally feels like butterfly kisses on the skin. So we'll let it work. But what's happening is that we're infusing oxygen into the skin cells. This is good for cellular repair, for boosting collagen. At the same time, it's pulling toxins from the skin, so it has that great toxin purifying action. There goes my line again. But there's mulberry, arbutin extract in there that are naturally also brightening the skin. There's papaya extract in there that's further kind of smoothing and exfoliating the skin texture. And then you're getting lots of antioxidant omega action, which is great for, again, it's anti-inflammatory from the organic hemp seed oil. Let me see if I missed anything else super interesting. That's like the main stuff. But this is for clients, they're like, give me that, facial in a bottle. This is a really, really amazing formula. This was relaunch of what was the original oxygen mask on the market in the industry over 15 years ago, when we launched our Black Friend Anti-Aging Instant Energizer. So for anybody who's been with us that long, over 15 years ago, that was the first oxygenating product on the market. So this is kind of like the rebirth of it, but instead of resveratrol, you're getting the anti-inflammatory, amazing action of the cannabis sativa, the organic hemp seed oil in there. And this is a really amazing step to incorporate into pretty much any treatment. Post-extraction, it also speeds up the healing action. And in your starter bundle, you get it in the standard size, which is the 1 ounce. When you're running out, it is also available in a 4 ounce back bar size. So just something to keep in mind. So I'm going to start to separate it a little bit, just so we can go through everything. You remove this also with a warm towel. Usually you would leave it on for about 5 minutes, so it begins to rise. When it begins to disappear, usually you know that it's completing its action. And then also your high frequency, you could even do without moving. So the protocol, it's a very solid protocol, but once you get really comfortable with it, you can even play around with it. So the way that I'm showing you is exactly by the protocol, so you don't get confused. But the next step of the treatment is the CBD Vitality Massage Balm. So depending on the kind of treatment I'm doing, sometimes I'll leave the oxygen step underneath and just apply the massage balm over it, just to allow the ingredients that were in the energizer to still kind of be at play as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can play around with once you're really, really comfortable with the treatment protocol as is. The next step is the Vibrancy CBD, not mask, the wrong term, massage balm. For demo purposes, I think, Thomas, tell me how much time do we have?
About 9 minutes.
Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna skip straight to the CBD mask step. So the mask you would apply whilst massaging it into the skin. So between them, again, you have everything on your protocol, but the mask you're going to apply about nickel to a quarter size amount. And I'm going to massage it into our skin. Normally you would do a nice long either firming, facial sculpting, or lymphatic massage with the balm, and then you apply this mask over it. And just to go over again, I know this was a question in the beginning, this mask as well as the massage balm each have 1,800 milligrams of isolated CBD in them. So besides for everything else, the mask has lots of brightening, natural brightening extracts. I mentioned before the mulberry extract. There's also spirulina in there, lots of antioxidants, chlorophyll, butcher's broom, which is a really, really excellent ingredient for promoting microcirculation, also anti-inflammatory. The go-to cola, it promotes collagen production. So lots of things at play. There's ginger in there as well. So besides for the anti-inflammatory, the antioxidants, the anti-aging, and skin plumping action, a little bit of water. So normally the balm would provide enough, gloves are like sticking on, would provide enough slip. So I'm lacking a little bit of slip here, because the mask should be massaged in until you no longer have glide. But we want to massage it. You wouldn't apply this with a brush. You want to make sure every single little bit of the mask you're working into the skin. This is an age management wellness treatment, and you can add LED, you can add so many modalities. So the LED, I would actually either, when we're up to, again, I'm hoping we're going to get to it, but the Luminous Glow CBD face oil, you can infuse penetration with LED or ultrasound, or even say the nano infusion, the regenerate. So you can do it with that step, or you can do it with the massage step, the massage balm. The massage balm alone has 1,800 milligrams of just the CBD, plus besides for just the CBD, which is 99.84%, there is also the organic hemp seed oil in there, plus there's pepperpine berry in there, off the top of my head. By the way, all the information, if I did forget to mention something, it is on the website. So orange blossom, pepperpine berries. Pepperpine berries are really, really important active to Natpure. We were the first 25 years ago to introduce sea buckthorn to the American market, to the professional skincare industry. So that still is very, very present in, I would say, like 80% of our formulations. So that's also besides for the CBD and the hemp seed oil, that is also, you're infusing that in in the skin during the massage step. Okay, so our next step is going to be our cucumber mint moisturizing mist. That's our tonic, that's our terpenes, that's our boosting microcirculation. We just mist it on, which is very nice and convenient. Then, according to the protocol, so intuitively, you want to put on the eye product next. You can, but if you're following the protocol exactly as is, the next step is the Luminous Glow CBD face oil. That's I'm just going to shake it up. That's the 150. About, I did like 2 half pumpfuls. And this is truly a really beautiful, exotic, anti-aging formulation. This is part of my regimen actually right now. I applied after, so my regimen right now, well, my regimen is always elaborate, but I use the black currant seed serum, then the Hydrovita skin restoring gel, then the Luminous Glow CBD face oil on top, and during the day, I also add my SPF as the last step, but it is super nourishing, super hydrating. It's a nice, rich, inclusive formula. And besides for the CBD, the isolated CBD, it has a very nice exotic complexion of hippophile berry, amaranth, moringa, marula oil. So lots of really nourishing actives. Before I start to wrap up, with this step, you can do other modalities. You can do light therapy, roller therapy. You can do some nano infusions. You can do but again, it's on your protocol. I have the protocol here, but you can follow along. You'll see it's actually written for you, accelerated epidermal infusion. Options include all the different modalities, including if you wanted to do regenerate or microcurrent, stimulate the adenosine triphosphate. So lots of different things that you can do. Then on the protocol, it says the optional step is the Botanical Complex. We spoke about it a lot before. This is an optional step, but I do incorporate it into pretty much every skin awakening CBD treatment that I do for somebody who has eczema or any kind of inflammatory skin conditions. I also send them home with it. So I always get a question, well, what's the home care for this kind of treatment? The basic home care would be the Luminous Glow CBD face oil and the Awakening CBD eye cream. So you're getting the whole face and the eyes. A question before. How often can this be done? So client can come in, honestly, once a week for this treatment. And then the way that the protocol is intended to work is that it's a cumulative result. You do get that immediate, instant, kind of contoured, beautiful plump glow, but it is cumulative. So we mentioned before, it's a systemic treatment. The final on the protocol before we do, if it's a daytime, that's the Awakening CBD eye cream. That's the one with the isolated CBD. This is a really awesome formula. I'll just mention a few of the key actives. So obviously it has a nice high concentration for anti-aging of the isolated CBD. There's the organic hemp seed oil in there. But besides that, it has guarana seed in there, which is a really amazing microcirculation boosting ingredient. It's great for skin plumping. There is hyaluronic acid in there. There is milk thistle. So again, I can keep going. I'm not good with multitasking. So you can get more detail on every single step. But this would be this is the eye treatment in the protocol, and this would be the eye treatment for home care. And the final step, if it's a daytime treatment, this is our 2-time award-winning ultralight moisture screen SPF 30 for the Soy Doctor, which has a dose of our patented ingredient technology in there. So we're going to just apply a dime size a little bit more, just to make sure our client is protected. So I made it in the time frame. I think maybe I'm a little over time. You guys are so kind to me. It's the photo before we started, but you can see, and normally there's even more contour because of the massage that we're incorporating, but just the action of the ingredients, you're getting a lot of plumpness. Her skin just looks so glowy, so dewy, so hydrated. Just, I don't know if you can see here. I was like lower, but just there's a lot more contour around her skin. My clients are always like, my skin feels so sculpted. But besides the sculpting, the ingredients are just super, super anti-aging and brightening and nourishing. So you do get that action of the immediate results, but again, it's a cumulative treatment. It's a wellness, it's a holistic treatment, so you're overall promoting wellness from the outside in with this treatment.